Okay, so I'm in Tide and Tide, and once again, I've been very fortunate to grab three watches that I've had my eye on for a little while, and those that like Christopher Ward are going to recognise the bel canto straight away. And every time I look at this, I think it is so cool. It is. The red detail on the bird's beak, I think I'm saying that correctly. It adds to the interest in the dial, and I know it's something so little, but for me, it's the thing that it takes my attention. And I notice that little bird there, and I think that's so nice. And I think Christopher Ward fans, anyone that is into horology, into watches, is probably going to recognise the bel canto, and I think this is the. Forgive me. I think this is a new release of the. If it's not the new one, it's the old one. So I do apologise, but hopefully the video is capturing that dial. But the way that the dial shimmers, and I forget the name of the visual effect. Is it sunray? But it is so lovely. And if I offer that up to my wrist, you can probably look at that. I mean, this is really. This is a watch that really punches way above its weight. Anyone would be forgiven to think that this watch was, but it is a high-end watch, but even higher. What a great value watch, a value for money watch this is. I think this is going to be a Christopher Ward classic that's going to go on for a long time. It is that cool. It really is very, very cool. Every time I hold it, I think I really want one of those. I really do. Now, Anoma. The reason that I'm holding this is because it jumped out at me, and I thought, this is a watch that, again, in fact, I think each of these watches is shouting way above its weight. But I thought, look at that. How cool is that? So this is a two-hand, no date, no second hand Solita SW100. So this is an automatic movement. And imagine walking to a party, walking into a business meeting wearing that. It would scream, I'm a watch fan. It would scream, I'm super cool. Look at that, isn't it lovely? That is so lovely. That is really very nice, and I love the way the crown is buried into the spike of the case there, into this top part of the case. These days, these watches, the build quality really does seem excellent. It really is a minimum requirement for entry. The build quality is always fantastic. And this really does feel like a piece of jewellery, a piece of mechanical art on your wrist. And this is lovely. I do like that. I think when I put it on my wrist like that, that's the vibe that you're getting. Gosh, it's the aesthetic, the way it looks, the way it draws your eye, the way it draws attention. It's really super. That is super. Now, of course, the Farah. Now, from memory, I think this is a Valdrew-based movement. I think it's a Solita, but it's a manual wind, but it's the chronograph GMT. So you have got a powerhouse of an engine room there, and you've got a nice V6 engine under the bonnet there, delivering a mono pusher chronograph GMT with a date. So that makes me very happy. So this is right up my street of preference and things that I like. Look at that. I do like that. I really do. And I love the use of colour, the pop of orange on the GMT hand there. And then the contrasting blue second hand. Isn't that delightful? That really is. I think, you know, this is one heck of a watch, really, by Farah. I love it. It's really the sort of thing that I like. I imagine they do this on a bracelet as well, but I'm a bit of a bracelet fan. But this on the leather bracelet is really super. Look at that, and the see-through engine room there. Yeah, is it loosely based on a Valjoux 7754, something like that? But I think it's Sellita, and it's manual wines. But the fans out there that like manual wine, they're going to love this, especially with the mono pusher, the stop, start, and reset. Brilliant. This is the bit of watches that I really like, being a watch fan. I love this sort of thing. We've got, actually I've realised I've pulled out 3 very different types of watches, very high-end, very artisanal, super high-end look and feel. With the hourly chime here. Then we've got this, it's a postmodern cool thing that on your wrist is going to look fabulous. And then we've got this Farah chronograph that is for the, the real watch enthusiast, a fanatic like me. But what I've realised is that I would pick all these 3 I would like, and for me, that is a 3-piece collection, isn't it? Anyway, there you go. Aren't these cool? We've got the Christopher Ward Bel Canto, the Anoma, and I forget its name, although it might be, it probably has a name. I do forget, I'm on camera and I've forgotten. And I've forgotten the name of the Farah mono pusher, but these 3 are lovely, aren't they? Anyway, there you go. My 3-piece collection inside Time and Tide today.